Welcome to Coastal Foraging with Craig Evans again. We're here on the estuary now with Jack.
Hiya.
Right,
yep.
How are we doing? And we're filming today to show Jack what kind of plants we have here at the top end of the shoreline. And as the tide goes out, we're going to get some oysters, hopefully, and then go to a different location to a rocky shore to gather some different kinds of mollusks and show Jack what we're going to find and cook.
To an uneducated eye, like myself, it just looks like a load of bush to me, but Craig's just telling me about each one is a different plant and so many edibles, and it's just phenomenal the amount of knowledge. It's very good.
Well, it's not knowledge, it's all available freely in books and online. So, and the thing is, our ancestors would have eaten these, you know, supplement their income for many, many years.
Yeah.
But people these days, with modern life, have tended to forgotten what they can eat, you know.
A lot of these shows make you frightened of if there are any poisonous ones.
Yeah.
Or they do scaremonger a bit.
The thing is, when you go to an area like this, there is the odd plant that might do you harm. Things like bittersweet, but not many, and identification is key. It's exactly the same if you've got fungi in a woodland or anything else really. You really need to identify positively before you eat anything.
Yes.
There aren't many, but if you're going to identify anything, be it mollusks, fungi, plants, don't just buy one book, get a few, because some will look different in different books, and you have to 100% identify it positively before you eat anything. We'll just say hello to Sloe now. He's been yapping behind us. Now, Sloe is 2 years old, golden retriever, and he really enjoys the beach. He's a big softie. Welcome to our salad bar on the estuary. Plenty of veg to eat, and the thing is, you could actually die from vitamin C poisoning. There's so much plants to eat, you know.
And what's here?
Well, we'll show you later on now. There's a number of plants, edible plants. This is called sea purslane. It's a bit of a succulent. It's delicious if you chop it up and eat it raw, mashed with mashed potatoes. It's delicious. It's really nice. Do you want to try a bit?
Yeah, thank you.
You put the salt in it, yeah?
Yeah, a bit salty though.
Yeah, what it does, it gets rid of the salt through its leaves. Sea lavender. Now, 3 weeks ago, this would have been all bright purple small flowers, beautiful plant. But you can eat the leaves, and it's all right. But it's a succulent. Do you want to try a little bit?
Yeah. It's got more taste than the other one.
Now, next to it, we got a member of the daisy family then, called a sea aster. Now, I find these delicious. If you eat some of these, we'll take some back and we'll stir fry them. Totally different taste to these. You get it?
I like this one.
Yeah, most people like sea aster. Delicious.
More like a salad.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, it tastes better than salad.
And as we go down now, down towards the waterline, plants which are more salt tolerant, we can get things like Marsh samphire. Now, another name for it is glasswort, because many years ago, before they discovered how to mine potash, they used to burn this and use the ash to make glass with.
Oh.
So this is delicious. Have a taste of that. Also known as sea asparagus.
Looks a bit like asparagus.
Yeah.
They all taste salty.
Yeah, well they would. Well, they would.
Fresh.
Plenty of it, but the thing is, it's past its best now, coming to the end of the season. It's starting to go yellow.
Yeah.
And they're annuals, so that means that they'll seed, and next year's growth will come from the new seeds.
Ooh.
This is called sea bite, this is. Got quite a strong taste as well.
I feel like something familiar.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Some do, some don't. I quite like sea aster and
Yeah, that tastes very nice.
samphire. Right, we're now down at the shoreline, which is obviously marine. As you can see, we've got seaweed and various algae and the mud. And as we come up then towards the land, you've got the most salt tolerant plants then, which are the Marsh samphire. We come a bit further up, other plants like sea bright. And there aren't many other plants that can survive in this habitat. So further up, the sea lavender, then sea aster, then we get a very common plant in this habitat then, it's the sea purslane, and you find around the estuaries of the UK thousands of acres of this plant growing, thousands of acres. And we come up then towards the hedgerows, and then we've got hawthorn.
Oh, can you eat these berries?
Yeah, so these berries now, we eat them later on. They are, have you tried them before?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, have a try with that. It's got a big pip inside, spit the pip out, but you'll find that it's got a mealy taste to the flesh.
It is like one of the thing I had in China. It's more like a bit sour. It's a lot bigger though. It's about that size.
Is that,
I have like 6 C's in it.
okay.
Yeah, it's very very similar to
Is
that.
it? Okay.
I like this.
In the UK in particular, lots of birds come from all over northern Europe to feed on these in the winter. Mainly the thrush families like redwings and fieldfares and things. And blackbirds eat them. But apart from just the trees, now it's come out of the marine environment. We then come to sea beet, also known as sea spinach. This is the ancestor of all beetroots, and so we cook some of this later on. And what's interesting about this plant in particular, it's evergreen. So in the winter, once all the other plants have died away, this will stay as it is. And many years ago, people used to eat this as a supplement to get vitamin C in the time when there wasn't much sources of vitamin C available. Do you like it? We'll cook it with butter and other sea vegetables later on. And we've got the old wild plums or sloes. Have you eaten these before?
No.
Don't. Okay. Right. They're not poisonous, but they're very, very astringent and bitter.
Oh, then
You're welcome to try one. Not poisonous.
Okay.
Try, but just put a bit on your tongue, and then your tongue will probably dry up.
I'm not gonna throw up, am I?
No.
Yeah, it is quite dry.
Yeah.
I like the taste.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is what we use to make sloe gin, and that's easy to make. Pick these now because they're at their best. Make little holes in them. Get an empty gin bottle. A quarter bottle of these, quarter bottle of just normal sugar, top it up with gin, put the top on, give it a shake, and leave it until about 3 months, Christmas time, and there you have lovely sloe gin. Delicious flavours.
Not the worst taste. I mean, it's very dry. It does dry your throat up really quickly.
Oh yes. But that's a flavouring for gin, and it'll give it a lovely pinky reddy colour as well. Just,
The aftertaste tastes very like blueberry.
looking down again, we've got different kind of plant now. This plant, one of the Goosefoot family, it's past its best. It's also called Good King Henry. It's called Goosefoot because of the shape of the leaves. It looks like a goosefoot. Yeah, but again, edible. Have a little taste if you like.
Very crispy.
It's all there, plenty of it, and provided everybody practices conservation by not taking too much from one place, there's enough to go round. Common plants in the right habitat. Look at the amount of food on there. If you're out for a walk or out fishing, and all you've got to do is get a handful of these, and you can be nibbling away as you're walking.
Just knowing what you can eat and what you can't. Do we have any sort of poisonous stuff here in the UK?
The odd stuff. Most of the poisonous plants are imported, and they're naturalised immigrants. There's things like bittersweet, which is a member of the tomato family.
Right.
Lovely looking berries, but if you eat those, they taste lovely and sweet, but if you eat too many, they'll kill you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
so there is.
Yeah, there's that. And the thing is, yew trees as well. If you eat the yew leaves, that can kill you. It's very toxic. However, I don't recommend anybody do this, but I do it. On yew trees, you get red berries called, not berries, called arils. There's a pip inside, which you mustn't eat under any circumstances. But you can eat the surrounding. It's like a jelly type sweet substance, and it's delicious. So I don't recommend anybody do it, but some people do, and you can actually make jam from it as well. It's delicious, but all other parts of the yew tree are poisonous. Even the sawdust, if you're sawing it, if you breathe in the dust, that's poisonous as well. So yeah, elderberries. You can make wine with them, or cordial, but don't eat them raw. They give you an upset stomach, and they can be poisonous. So they need to be cooked first of all, and in June time, when there's the flowers, the white flowers, it makes delicious cordial.
All of these berries, I've seen a lot of these around and thought, I wonder if you could eat them.
yeah. But you can eat them. You can have a taste, but spit the pips out. Okay, they're a little bit bittersweet. So even though we're on the coast, right next to salt water, we've got hawthorns, apples, elderberries, sloes, and many different species of edible plant.
Loads of stuff.
And we haven't gone into salt water yet.
No.
So what we're going to do later on is another apple tree around the corner. We're going to gather some of those, we're going to chop them up, and we're going to mash them up and cook them a bit to put in with our mussels to give them a bit of a citrusy taste.
Yeah.
Tastes a bit like a cider apple, that one.
Thank you.
Not bad, is it? Yeah. So doesn't like it. So we'll gather a few of these and then we'll cook them with the food on the beach.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Tree and sea. This plant is sea rocket or sea lettuce now. It's edible. It looks a bit like dandelions and very, very bitter. So if you like bitterness in your salad, these will be delicious, but not to my taste. And let's show you now. So they're all a member of the same family, like lettuce and dandelions, because they'll have this little white sap that come out on the ends, which is the bitterness of it. Do you like bitter?
No.
No? Okay. Well,
Thank you.
but some people do, and a small bit in a salad can make a difference. You can tell the age of an oyster by counting these little ripples.
Okay.
But each one of those is like a tree ring, so that's one season's growth,
One season?
Yeah. So
Okay.
because the thing is, it'll grow slower in the winter than the summer.
Okay.
So that's why you get the lines. So you'll have this oyster now, by counting them, it's probably about 10 years old, something like that.
10 years old oyster?
Yeah.
It's not going to end up really well after the 10 years of life.
Yeah, oh yeah, it'd be nice.
Not going to end up in my belly.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Trust me, they're delicious. Right, well I'm Craig Evans. I've set up this foraging business now. Been going informally a few months, trying to find my feet, and I've had quite a bit of success via YouTube on my website to date. I really enjoy what I'm doing. It means I'm really able to show visitors to Wales what we're all about. Showing off what we have, our habitat, our history, our geology, our nature, and to give people a good time. And at the end of the day, as you can see around us, we've got some beautiful beaches and areas. We've got some lovely food that we can eat and cook. And at the end of the day, why do any other job? It's living the dream, Yeah.
Do you do it all year round?
Yeah, we do this. You can forage along the coast 12 months of the year. there tend to be more things available in the summer, particularly things like crabs, lobsters, spider crabs, which tend to come in shore in the warmer weather. And edible plants in particular, they're obviously more prevalent from spring to about this time of year. But again, there are things that you can eat all year round, particularly sea beet, which is evergreen. It's delicious, which is what we cooked earlier. If you wish to subscribe, make sure you click the bell for notification, because that's a big change on YouTube. And I particularly like to thank Jack for coming out today and filming this. If you go across and have a look at Jack's channel, Expedition Jack, a fantastic channel, and I'm sure you'll like what he does. I've had a great time, and it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.